David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Huskers will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the SMU Mustangs offense will take the first swing of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
A strike downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Smith dropping to pass. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
On the double.
To the air on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. This one's complete. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Pass interference. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work.
Okay, ready?
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Smith wants to throw. It's complete. Turns it on in midfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Mustangs are on the move. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Nebraska, 0.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Complete. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the change for a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Cornhuskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. With jet sweep pass. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
To the air on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. After those last 2 plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. Flips it out to the back. At midfield, he's got room. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Smith dropping to pass. Pressure coming. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
He's going to throw deep right side. It's him in stride inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Smith wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Gives it on the option. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The Huskers will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Mustangs racing to the line in a hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He'll get rid of it. Got his man on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Smith dropping to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They just keep firing. On target.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Snagged in the middle. It's Rigby. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Touchdown, Mustangs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This is one of those games where you got to make every single possession count. You got to give the offense credit. They did a nice job executing. If they hit this extra point, they're going to take a touchdown lead into halftime.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Turning it on. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're testing the right side here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Complete to the right. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But This offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Here's the pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back. He wants to throw the football. He sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first.
Touchdown, Husker! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You could tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 28 over Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down the open field. What a big game for the offense.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. The running back has it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Mustangs look to do some damage in the red zone. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back end, throwing the football, but then has the ability to pull it down and chew up yards with his legs. He makes you cover the whole field, run and pass. Infuriating to deal with as a defense.
Quarterback may change this route. Smith wants to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They're going to run it. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They go back to work. work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll toss it to the left. Fighting off the defender.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Pena. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Quarterback making adjustments. Smith dropping to pass. Time to take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. It's a running room. Touchdown, SMU. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away. Dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback. Getting it out quick.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Fakes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Third down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch at the 35. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball.
He tries to take the top off. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Rides to back and leaves it. There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. The Cornhuskers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the back.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And the Huskers want to move quickly.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Well, the defense ran a long way that time in pursuit, but they were able to make the tackle for a big loss, and they've got to get lined up right away because the offense is going quickly.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He wants it all. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reece, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting...
Turning it on! He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the